I'm Emily Sutter here with J School Jayhawks, and I had the chance to sit down with Kansas's kicker, Laith Marjan, and I got to know more about how he's feeling about the rivalry game on Saturday and what he's doing off the field. I'm Emily Sutter here with Laith Marjan. Laith, you've had a great season this year. I know you've been talking a lot of football today. Obviously, you had a perfect kicking season. How has that felt for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. Obviously we're putting results on the field for our team. Our unit is operating well. We're doing well all around. But to say I've had a perfect season, maybe on stats, but there's been mistakes here and there. But we've been performing well and working towards just continuing to do that for the back half of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I know this is a big game this weekend. How are you feeling? Like, obviously it's a lot, and
Yeah.
I know you've talked a lot about this today probably, but how are you feeling about that?
I feel pretty good. I feel like every game is sort of, it's a must win. I think I say it all the time, but every game is a must win. Obviously this one's a big rivalry, and we haven't beat them in a while, so we know it's important. But every game's important, so we're just preparing the same way we always do, and planning on getting a win this weekend.
Awesome. I love it. It seems like the energy on the team is pretty excited and pretty good for this weekend. Outside of football, though, I kind of want to get to know you and, what your life is like outside of football. So when you're not here, when you're not preparing for a rivalry game, when you're not in the stadium, what are you doing? What are you spending your time doing?
Well, I usually don't, I get here, I don't know, 5:40 in the morning, and I usually don't leave until 4 o'clock. I just stay here all day. I do extra stuff for football. I'll do my homework here in the Normatech. I do a lot of rehab and recoveries, fifth-year kicker. We always have little minor tweaks and stuff. And so just feeling your best on game day is super important for your mind.
Right.
So I stay here all day and really dedicate a lot of time to this. And then when I'm really not here, I just like to hang out with my friends, hang out with teammates, watch Netflix. I'm a big chiller. I like to just, have my space, be in my room, put on a movie. And yeah.
Heck yeah.
I like good food too. So
Yeah.
I
have a couple questions about that.
Okay.
We'll talk about that too.
Okay.
So with kind of football and your pregame stuff, what's your pregame routine? Do you have any game day superstitions or anything, or what does your pregame routine look like?
Yeah. So it depends a little bit what time the game is. So obviously if we have an afternoon game, early afternoon, we don't really kind of get up and go. So the pregame routine there kind of starts immediately when you wake up. I'm, mentally, hey, it's game time. But and then pregame, I'm listening to my pregame playlist. I'm visualizing. I'm getting in that mindset to be calm and confident. But if we have a later game, I always take a nap. I go to our little makeshift training room and I get myself all set up with pillows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I get in the Normatech for an hour and a half and just go to sleep. Put rain noise in the AirPods, towel over my head. Yeah, it's a big nap guy on later games.
I love it.
And I always have a sleepy time tea the night before though.
That'll help too.
That's the real superstition. Yeah,
okay, always before every game?
Every game since. Dude, I don't know when I started that. It might have been freshman year I started.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that'll do, right?
Yeah.
I love it. You mentioned your music. What, who's your top artist and what songs are your favorite from them? What's your what's your Spotify Wrapped? Because I feel for a lot of athletes, that's a really big deal. It's the pregame music or even after.
Yeah,
what's.
Okay, so that's probably the best question I've been asked.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'll talk about my music taste. I would say Rod Wave is definitely going to be up there. Top 3 songs from him that I'll listen to on game day. There's an unreleased one called True Colors. There's Shooting Star, Shock the World, and I'm forgetting my favorite one. Already Won. That's 4 of them. Already Won is probably number 1. That might be on 3 times before I walk out of the tunnel, just on repeat.
Yep, on repeat.
Then sometimes pregame, when everybody's out there, and sometimes pregame, everybody's trying to kick and have space and throw, and you start talking a little bit. I want music. Yeah, we're getting hyped here.
Absolutely.
I'm not listening to anybody. A lot of Young Boy, Rebels Kick It, Make No Sense. There's a couple others in there, but. And then there's some more people sprinkled throughout there.
That's perfect. Wow, you got a solid list.
I do.
I love it. That's awesome. With Okay, this is another good question. I know you mentioned food. I wanted to talk about food.
Okay.
If you are not, I know you guys are like, you got like a
Yeah,
routine of what
yeah,
you're eating and stuff.
yeah.
If it's like a cheat day and you can go anywhere and get whatever you want, what are you going to get to eat? Either around Lawrence or like wherever you are.
Dude, that's a good question.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Like, if it's a cheat day, like if I can just get anything.
Yeah, anything.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm going to make some people upset with this one, I feel like. I've gotten the Bill Self at 23rd Street a couple times.
I DoorDashed that the other day. That is my favorite.
That one's good. That's been like a recent thing though. I feel I love sushi. Like I'll go get, you know, I was gonna get 24 rolls.
Okay. What's your favorite sushi place around Lawrence?
I'm also gonna make some people upset with this one. I really like Gaia.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. There's some other places, man. I'm forgetting them though. I'm a big Kava and Shake Shack fan. So I've been known to drive to KC to like.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Those are my answers right there.
Good answers.
All right.
So kind of wrapping up too, if you need to, yeah, that's perfect. Since you're from South Alabama or you transferred, what is it can be anything. What is your favorite thing about KU football?
My favorite thing about KU football? Okay, dude, you've got some good questions.
Okay, I'm glad you like them.
They're just thought-provoking, you know, because like one favorite thing, I mean, everything here is really, really great. Like from the staff to the food to the strength coaches, the training staff, you know, all the bells and whistles you have and you see around here, the spirit of I would say my favorite thing's got to be the people then. Like that's the common denominator in all those is the people. Because you look at like the bells and whistles we have at this program, the different staffs that are aligned with different entities within our program the chefs, like it all boils down to people. And I think there's a lot of people here, like when I'm done with my time here in Lawrence, I'm going to miss a lot. So.
Oh, that's really sweet. Last thing, what's your favorite KU tradition?
Okay, it's got to be like our little chant we do after we win because we won. That's nice.
I love it. Yep.
Or wave the wheat. Wave the wheat.
Wave the wheat is pretty good.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
So, when they wave the wheat right after we score,
and
I'm like lining up for an extra point.
Oh, it throws you off probably.
Oh my gosh! My first kick for this program was an extra point, like going that way.
And you're like,
I was like, wow, I got to get used to this because it's, you know, an entire wall of people.
Well, especially now with a new booth where there's people in the end zone too.
Yeah.
Like,
and you see them, like you see their faces, and it can throw off your depth perception. Now, I mean, obviously, like, what are we going to tell you to not wave the wheat? No, that's ridiculous. Do it. It's tradition. But yeah, I had to get used to that.
That's so funny. Interesting.
People don't think about that. But like when you think about it, I mean, what do they do at away games? Like they wave right behind the field goal, right?
There you go. That was my conversation with Laith Marjan. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next edition of J School Jayhawks.